Hey, all my beautiful people, come on in, I am a Stu Queen. Be thoughts over, we are our brothers and sisters, keeper known as the Royal Gladiators, where you hide peace, laughter and love. Come into my queendom, enjoy the show. We are the Royal Gladiators in the queendom. Enjoy the show. We are the Royal Gladiators. In the queendom of Stu checks temperatures on Tuesday and Friday to make sure everyone is good. There is commentary on some of your favorite television shows and movies. Tune into the front and our option and video. We definitely can't miss the jam sessions on your old and new school music. Come into my queendom, enjoy the show. We are the Royal Gladiators in the queendom. Enjoy the show. We are the Royal Gladiators. The queendom. Come on in to the queendom. The queendom. And take a seat, get comfortable, let's get in this. Let's do Queen Bee. Let's do Queen Bee. Let's do Queen Bee.
Good evening, beautiful people. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Stu Queen B's Thoughts. I'm a Stu Queen B. This is my channel. We consider the Royal Gladiators over here, y'all, because we never give up and we never give in. Some of us are also millimeters, okay? And we stand on business. I hope everyone had a wonderful afternoon, and I hope you're having even a blessed night tonight. I hope you thank God for waking you up this morning because he did it and he didn't have to do it, okay? Be thankful, because I promise you, this is the time you need to get closer to God, because this country is, anywho, please do me a favor, hit the like button when you come on your way in. If you don't hit it on your way in, then please hit it on your way out. I would truly appreciate that, and I'm going to say it again before I leave. Also, feel free to share the video if you would like to, no problem. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Shout out to my new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for your time and presence. I appreciate that. And I hope you're really enjoying the shorts. For the people that don't normally check my shorts, go check out my shorts. You might really enjoy them. Because I've been trying to do a little something over there. Okay. And we are, let me see. What is it? 80 away? 80 or 90 away from 3,000. So y'all, send some people over, tell them come on over and hang out and join the fun, okay? Because that's what we like to do. We like to sit and talk, listen to music, jam out, go over some TV shows. I like a different variety of things. So hopefully, I hope y'all are coming and hanging with me while I'm doing this stuff. Now, what I've decided to do, because I don't want to be too far behind and I don't want to have y'all have to go back in the time, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm adding 3 and 4 together, 5 and 6 together, and 7 we can go over tomorrow around 3. If y'all are not busy, about 3:30, we can go over episode 7. Because I don't want to have y'all too far behind. So I want to explain to you what episode 3 is about. Episode 3 states, hold on, let me give it to you right, so I don't give you the wrong information. Episode 3, it said Javon attempts to make Geneva jealous after making a wild a declaration to her. Bridgette feels uncomfortable introducing Vaughn, and Naomi receives a visit that upends her life. Baby. That damn Bridgette. That is Bridgette, right? No, that's Naomi. Naomi. Poor Naomi. Child, listen. Let me start telling y'all a little bit about this episode. And like I said, also, because I get yelled at for not doing this, feel free, if you would like to support the channel and keep it pushing, feel free to hit my Cash App, which is scrolling across the bottom, which is Astute Queen B, or my PayPal, which is Astute Queen B, spelled the same exact way. Or you can send a super chat, super sticker, super thanks, or feel free to join the membership. The membership is only $2.99, I do believe. It's either $2.99 or $3.99. But I believe it's $2.99. So feel free to join the membership, okay? Because I want to get down to doing some things for my members, and I need some more members because everybody don't be around when I be around. But also, I wanted to let y'all know that I will be updating the daily devotions. They will be on private until the full months are completed. Because I don't want to give y'all halfway stuff, and I really need to catch up on these daily devotions before the year runs out. Okay. I should have never deleted the ones I had in the first place. I should have just repurposed them, but I didn't. I'm a goofball. But anywho, like I said, we're going over episode 3 and 4, and I'm getting ready to tell you what episode 4 is going to be about as well. My bad, wrong. But episode 4, Naomi, lashes out in response to her ex-husband's ultimate act of disrespect, and Rasheda and Pastor Jefferson have a moment of hurtful truths. Okay, now that's gonna be real crazy. I already know, because they are bickering. Devon, whatever his name is, Megan Good ex-husband and Latoya Luckett characters are beefing. And that's because her husband's a jerk. And I believe he's the same type of jerk in person. That's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. And please do leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think and how you feel and what your thoughts are on the show. Like I said, I'm playing catch up. So I'm giving y'all the information that how I see it and what's going on the show. I like to give you my narrative of how it looks. But it's truth what is going on, which y'all know it's a scripted show. And it is the next series from Sisters, which I figured it was, but it's a spinoff from Sisters, which I figured as much. So like I said, we have Naomi, we have Tiffany, we have Geneva, and we have Bridgette. Those are the 4 best friends. Some are divorced. Well, yeah, Naomi is divorced and her husband is a trifling bastard. Damn, not 10 minutes. Sorry, y'all. What's her name? Naomi is divorced. Tiffany is divorced, which is the pretty chocolate lady with the natural hair. She's divorced. They really haven't dug deep into her story yet, so we still got some time to find out what happened with her divorce. But right now, Latoya Luckett and her husband are on their way to the church for the gala. And I want to get the names right because I don't want to mess them up. Naomi and her friends are at her house, and they're getting ready for the she's getting ready for the ball, and the police show up at her door while they having a conversation and trying to figure out, well, who the hell is these people and why the police at my door? Y'all, why did Naomi's ex-husband send the police and his lawyer, one of his lawyers, to that lady's house to collect all the stuff he'd been asking for. See, her friend, if she'd have listened to Tiffany, Tiffany told her, let it go. You done got a lot. Let it go. Let it go. Let that man go. Let that drama go. But she don't want to listen. So now his lawyer and the police is at her door, at Naomi's door, coming to collect. Child, they snatching her furs out of closets, paintings, $1 million paintings off of walls. They put her cars on a lift to pull them away. They pulled her outside. They took her, I think it was 10-carat diamond earrings out of her ears. They took her bracelets, her watch. They said all that belongs to the new wife. Now, I know I'd have been in jail because I'd have probably end up burning that bastard to the ground, because ain't no way in the world they'll get none of that shit. I threw that shit in the grass and the bushes, let y'all look for it. Y'all would have had to lock me up, because that's what they're going to do, lock her ass up. And I think it's insane. But anywho, back to, what is her name? Geneva? I think it's Geneva. Back to her. Her and her old fling are still standing in the middle of the living room having a conversation. And they're talking about 6 years ago, and he's telling her how much he loved her and he came back for her. And I knew he was going to ask. He asked her if that little girl was his. And he said he came back for her. He said he'd been missing her. She'd been on his mind for the last 6 years and something months. That man ran it down to the day, okay? I said, ooh, girl, you must got some ooh-wee. But just joking, y'all, being silly. But yeah, he was like, I'll put my life, I'll let go of her because I wanted you and you were supposed to be my wife. And we talked about having a baby and we was going to name it whatever the little girl name is. I can't think of what it is. Child, she didn't use that name and name that little girl that name. That's another reason why I think that other man baby, not her husband baby. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. But that right there is what I have seen going on. Next, hold on. Let me give y'all a little love. So I appreciate anybody coming to the building. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And let me give you the walkthrough song, because just in case anybody come walking through, I shall be in this live when it airs. My apologies for the other ones. I wasn't in the live because I had to do something, but I will be in this live when it premieres. Okay. So y'all walk on through like y'all know how to do. When I walk through, when I walk through, when I walk through, when I walk through, I got sauce too. Came with the gang, chopper rain, get a up shot. When I walk through, yeah, she found that who brought you. Twins in the beans once again, yeah, I brought two. Hey. When I walk through. Okay, when y'all walk through and when you come in the building, please, again, do me a favor. If you are in the chat, please go back out and hit the like button. Okay. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And again, let me know down in the comment section what y'all think and how y'all feel about Divorce Sisters, this episode, which I'm talking about episode 3 right now. Okay. So give me a second. Y'all. I forgot to tell you this. Now, I said I would have did it, but I'm so glad she did it. Homegirl Naomi threw the damn the earrings in the motherfucking trees, in the bushes, told them to go chase after them shit. But they still took her watch, her cars, her rings. They took her rings and her watch and bracelet off of her. Okay. I said, this bullshit. I ain't no way in the world I could do that. And left her with her regular car. And she got so pissed, she was like, you know what, I can't do this. And I don't blame her, because I'd have been pissed. But I'm like, from the preview, they showed that ex-husband and that white girl at the function. So I ain't gonna lie, if it was me, I done tore that whole damn function up. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what's gonna go down, but I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna go down. Okay. So what's her damn name? I can't forget this woman's name. Geneva is in the car with her husband and her ex side piece, and they are riding to the function. And why her husband talking about setting her up with one of her best friends? I'm like, are you crazy as hell? I don't care the fact that you don't know. But you really trying to push this man off on her best friend. I think that's absolutely crazy. But again, her husband don't know that she was messing with that man, because he done sat there in that car and said, no, I don't mean nobody. I already got my eye on somebody. So y'all know he is still plotting on that woman, okay, to get her back. Okay. And next up is, all right, so what's next? The next thing is, what's her name? Okay, so I forgot that girl name, but it's one of Naomi's friends that did her makeup. She called Geneva to tell Geneva what happened and how the police came to the house and took all of Naomi's stuff. And she was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I told her before to give that stuff over. This is out of pocket. So she's in the car again, well, like I said before, with her husband and her ex side piece. And her phone keeps ringing, and it's Naomi's friend trying to call her. So she texted her. So she finally called her back and asked her what was going on. And she told her what was going on. She was like, and I told her to get that man that stuff back. See, women, y'all got to stop being petty sometimes. Now, sometimes it's warranted. Don't get it twisted. Sometimes it's warranted because men are assholes at times. But sometimes we women can be assholes as well. And the fact that I think she just was mad because it was the caucasity of it all. That's the reason why I think she got the biggest problem with who her man left her for. So, Geneva said she was going to call her, or she said she'll call her when she gets to the function. So they show Latoya looking at her husband pulling up. She wearing the hell out that dress. That black dress. She wearing the hell out of that dress. Tiffany, I like her dress, but I don't because something is missing. And she don't got no jewels on, so it looks plain and it looks cheesy. Y'all let me know. It's a burgundy little dress, but she don't have nothing going on with it. It's just plain. She don't have no necklace. No, she got earrings, but you really don't. It's nothing to jazz the dress up, if y'all know what I mean. So Latoya just walked in and met up with Tiffany, and they're getting ready to have a conversation. So I'm going to tell you what that conversation was about, okay? Give me a second. Okay, so the next thing was they're all showing up to the... Damn, I can't even think, y'all. So my apologies. Showing up to the banquet. And they all get there. The girls are upstairs. They went upstairs and they called Naomi. Naomi, child, she had in the hood at a liquor store getting her drunk on. Her hair is a mess. She dragging her dress on that dirty behind ground. Talking about they messed up her dress. Girl, bye. She cutting the fool. And what's her name? Geneva husband. I can't ever think of his name. Is trying to force Tiffany, which is the beautiful chocolate lady with the natural hair, and the ex side piece of his wife to sit next to each other so they can talk. And he is like really trying to force this issue. And I'm like, dude, let it go. The wife is like, stop. This is embarrassing. What? I was just trying to get them to sit next to each other. Like, he act like he's oblivious to everything going on. Now, men are goofy sometimes, but they ain't that stupid. Okay. Not all men are not that stupid to really sit there and think and not pay attention to something is not right. Okay. So they're sitting in the banquet hall and they're getting seated, should I say, and introduced to one another, and they all sit down at the table. Next thing you know, Latoya Luckett's character and Vaughn, they get up to go talk to the people that are at the banquet. And as they're talking to the people at the banquet, they're like scanning the room a little bit. So then they get up and start talking. And I'm going to tell you what he had to say, because, child, he get on my nerves personally. In real time, he irritates me. And I believe he's this type of jerk in real life. Y'all let me know if y'all think Megan Good husband was a jerk from the beginning. Y'all let me know. Put down in the comment section, let me know. Because I think he's a jerk, and I think he's just playing himself. Like I always used to say, Whitney Houston was playing herself. When she would act up, I said, that's regular Whitney. But I'm just saying. I'm going to tell you what Devon had to say. All right, as I was saying, Toy Lucky character and Vaughn was up there giving he gave a speech because apparently they're trying to build this new church. Okay, he gave a speech. It was nice or whatever. And then Latoya Luckett prayed. It was a beautiful prayer. In the midst of all that mess, poor little what's her name? What is her name? That's Tiffany. That's Naomi. That's Geneva. Oh, I can't think of that child name, but anyway, the girl is that's the secretary to the Latoya Luckett and one of her best friends. She's trying to get everything together, make sure everything seating is right and all that stuff before people, too many people get in there because there's a lot of people in there. Girl, y'all, why are that little boy that she messing with? First of all, I want to have a conversation with women dating these young boys that don't want to act like they even have any home training. He yelling and screaming. He trying to get a drink. Like he's so silly and stupid. He's at a church function asking for alcohol. He loud as hell. He's so disrespectful and rude. And she really ain't want to introduce them people to him. He's acting a fool. She tried to get, like I said, she got him a job, and he gonna tell that man to his face, well, I don't care, that's your business. I quit that job the same day. When I quit that job don't mean nothing to me. You don't mean nothing to me either. That boy is so disrespectful and out of control. And these are the type of young men that women are ended up with. So I'm gonna need older ladies, leave these young boys alone. Unless you're gonna teach them properly. And I said unless you're gonna teach them properly, because too many boys running around here acting like idiots. And he ain't damn near 30. I don't know why she's dating his raggedy ass, because he don't want to have a job. That he got mad because the guy that works at the venue thought he was a waiter. But that's what you look like, a waiter. You got on the tuxedo, you don't got no jacket on, like most men would do. He got on his bow tie, he do look like a waiter. And the man was telling him, get back to work. He was like, get back to work. Nigga, excuse me, Ninja, who you talking to? My apologies, but that's what he said. My bad, I ain't mean to say that word. He's like, Ninja, if you don't get back to work, matter of fact, you fired. He was like, can't fire me. I don't work for you. You do look like a waiter. You look like the help. I'm just saying. So, like I said, they sat Tiffany and Javon. Not Javon. Javon is the little stupid young boy. Tiffany and the ex side piece, they sat them together, let them talk. And was it Geneva over there losing her mind because she's like, she ain't feeling it, and she is paying attention to every single word that come out of their mouths. Okay, so the little ignorant little boy, once again, I'm gonna play this video for y'all. Let me give y'all this video because this is the shenanigans and stuff I'll be talking about. Hold on, let me play this real quick.
The number of men in this generation who want to be chased and seen as the prize is crazy. But then again, the Bible is unfolding right before our eyes. It says men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, ungrateful, and unholy. It's no surprise that men are so focused on being high value that they've lost sight of the value of a woman. This is why our generation is so messed up. Why we have so many broken homes, lost women, and women who no longer trust men. A good woman will always be the prize and she will always be worth pursuing. But too many men have become so blinded by their own toxicity that they fail to recognize a good woman when she's right in front of them, let alone how to be a man who can protect, provide, and lead with the emotional intelligence needed to nurture a healthy relationship.
Okay, that was needed. I ain't gonna lie, that was needed. But let me finish telling y'all what's going on. Hold on. Let me tell you. Okay, so like I said, they're sitting in the church. I mean, not in the church, in the building, and they're having a little conversation. So like I said, the ladies went upstairs, and Geneva told Latoya Luckett how we messed with the side dude around the time they was doing IVF. And she was asking the Latoya Luckett character, Rasheda, is it possible if she can get pregnant while she was doing IVF? And she could have got pregnant by that dude. And she told her she don't know, which you can. People know, most people know that. Apparently she wasn't paying attention to the rules. Then Naomi's ex-husband shows up, and that's that dude with his fine self that was on Tyler Perry's The Have and the Have-Nots. He got his, if y'all watched The Have and the Have-Nots, y'all watched him. He was the one that got locked in that hog-tied and locked up and was into some kinky stuff. Him with his fine stuff, and his Caucasian wife showed up. And people are looking at her and looking at him like, why are y'all here? That girl, that Caucasian girl, had the nerve to have that girl yellow diamond earrings in her ears that they just took back from his ex-wife. He does that stuff on purpose. Apparently he's a businessman and he's been all over the country or whatever. And she had the nerve to call that girl name again? Called Naomi the what she called it? That lady or something weird. The dragon lady. That's what she called it, the dragon lady. And her friends heard it. So they got up and said, who you calling the dragon lady? It was a joke. So when the friends realized she had the earrings on, they was telling her how the earrings, the yellow diamonds, oh, see, 10 karat yellow diamonds. Oh my God. It was like, yeah, it looks better on darker skin hue person with some color. So it was letting it be known. Yeah, we know you think you slick and y'all playing in our face. Child, while they having this dispute, this conversation, what's her daggone name? The secretary. I can't think of her name, y'all. My apologies. Put her name down in the comment section because I keep forgetting it. But her boyfriend was cussing and being ignorant and ghetto as hell. And she had to get him away from that table and get rid of him. They were like, get rid of him because he cussing, sitting at the table with the pastor. He loud, he rude, he disrespectful. Ladies, please teach your boys how to act in public. Teach them while they little so they know how to act like they got some damn sense when they get grown. I'm just saying. Let me get y'all this before.
You a different type of delusional when you try to seek revenge on people that you created problems with. Oh God, you are definitely delusional when you make up so many fantastical, outlandish lies about a person to where you even start believing those lies to be real. Oh my God, what in the world? You real delusional if you play victim in the story when you are really the monster. You the villain in the story, baby. And you play victim. That's real delusional for you to try to pretend like you don't know why a person don't rock with you or why they don't like you. Why they leave me? Why they block me? What I do? What you mean what you do? Like, there's no way that you can pretend like you ain't the one who's been creating the problems. Jumping from phone to phone to phone to phone with different stories to try to tear somebody down because you don't feel good about yourself. Oh my Lord.
Now y'all know that's a must. But anywho, let me finish because I'm almost basically finished with episode 3. I'm gonna give you episode 4 in a second. So while all of this is going on, the young lady that's dating a 30-year-old something goofy ass young boy, she gets him about the building. Then, like I said, they're all gathered around because they see that white girl there, called Cassidy of it all. And with this big ugly dress on, because she got this big gigantic ass red flower in the front of the dress. It is hideous as hell, y'all. Y'all let me know. Did y'all like the dress? Put a 1 if you liked it. Put a 2 if it was hideous to you, because it was hideous to me. Okay, so child, as they're talking about that at the table, somebody says the girls that came back downstairs was like, "Oh my God, all hell's about to break loose." They was like, "Why?" Pan to the door, child. Here come Naomi. Naomi, first of all, is pissy ass drunk. Pissy drunk. She done went and changed the dress and everything. Coming in there smiling, grinning, and cheesing, and carrying on and waving at everybody. Girl, bye. She was litty lit. You hear me? They was mad. And episode 3 is called Hush Tones. Episode 4 is called Lines in the Sand. Okay? So Lines in the Sand is what we're going to go over with next. So this will be a little bit longer than a half an hour because it would normally only be 1 episode, but we're doing 2 episodes. Okay? So that was that. Let me give y'all some extra. Let me give my sisters some love before I continue on to episode 4.
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Oh, baby.
Okay. So, Naomi comes up to the table with her pissy drunk tail and starts talking to me. I know y'all not talking to her. Oh my God. They try to make sure they get to her before she get to that girl. And then it goes off. So next is episode 4. And like I said, feel free to join the membership. The membership is $3.99. It's either $3.99 or $2.99. I forgot just that fast. My bad, y'all. But feel free to join the membership. If you would like to be a blessing to the channel, my Cash App is scrolling across the bottom. My PayPal is scrolling across the bottom. Or you can send a super chat, stupid sticker, super thanks. Or again, like I said, join the membership. I'd appreciate it if you would. Okay. And shout out to all of y'all. Okay, so let me get to the credits and let me tell y'all what this episode states. Okay, hold on. Gotta do it. Let's see. That go with that. Okay. Episode 4. Naomi lashes out in response to her ex-husband's ultimate act of disrespect. And Rasheda and Pastor Jeffrey have a moment of hurtful truths. My bad. I said it backwards, y'all. My bad. Okay. That's episode 4. And I'm going to tell you what that be about in a minute. So, like I said, do me a favor. If you have not done so already, feel free, jump out the chat, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to share the video. I don't mind, okay? Shout out to everybody else that's covering divorces. I know Wente Talk is doing it. Don't know who else is doing it. But shout out to those sisters. Also, for my people that know I used to do Love and Marriage Huntsville, no. I will not be playing in the Devil's Playground, messing with that wicked ass show. So don't ask me. I'm not going to be talking about it unless something happens and somebody has something like Camarel or Wente Talk, or one of them have something on about it. Then I'll talk about that. Other than that, I'm not talking about nothing that got to do with that show or them people. None of them people. Okay. So, yes, let me get on. We're going to talk about episode 4. Lines in the Sand. That's what the title of it is. Lines in the Sand. So, hold on. Y'all, I'm steady talking. My bad. I forgot to take myself off of mute. Anywho, episode 4. We on episode 4, which is Lines in the Sand. Now, I told you that what is her name? Her crazy self. Naomi came in there pissy drunk, and her ex-husband and his Caucasian wife was in there. They are sitting at the table. Little shots is being thrown, and I mean it's verbal words. Not no pow pow, okay? And the ex-husband starts talking crazy about that ex-wife, about Naomi. I think he's still in love with her. Talking about he left her. He probably was cheating because I don't trust him. He is fine, but I still don't trust him. So as they're going through the they start the auction off. Because like I said, they're trying to get a new building. So they start auctioning off this Bible, and the ex-husband telling us, "Oh, we should get it for her because she'll need it more than your mother." Because all he's doing is he's trying to hurt Naomi. That's one of them bands I be talking about all the time. Them ignorant ass men that don't have a clue. So his little Caucasian wife, with her little comments, somebody should have snuck her from across the table. I'm just saying. But they're sitting at the table, and they're talking, and her ex-husband just keeps dogging her out. Then he gets his little funky ass up when they do the bidding on this painting, which, y'all, is her painting that came from her house that he took back. Now, you didn't even want the painting because apparently her brother painted that picture, and he was an addict, and he was dogging her out on that stage in front of all them church people, and dogging her brother out, talking about she was wicked and evil. He just talked about her like horribly. But I ain't gonna lie, Naomi ass is crazy. She was drunk, and he just was dogging her out, talking crazy about her and calling her all kinds of demons, and she evil and wicked, and her brother was a junkie, and she had a fondness for him. Then had nerve to be disrespectful and put his painting on sale for $5, auction off for $5. Then when Tiffany, her friend, started bidding $5,000 and went up to $10,000, that asshole decided, he was like, nope, I'm gonna make it even better. I'm gonna auction. Matter of fact, I'm gonna offer $5 million for this painting. To my Reverend, that'd be a good donation to your church. He said it sure will. And Latoya looking like, yo, dude, like, how could you do that? Like, you just see what he doing and you act like it's okay. But again, bands stick together. Okay. And Tiffany over there smiling and kikiing over there with the her friend's ex side piece. And then the man, like I said, was talking about the girl, talking about his ex-wife. And baby, before she left that building, she was like, you know what? I'm going. I'm just gonna leave. She was like, I'm thirsty. They was pulling her from the table, trying to make sure she ain't jump across the table or knuck if you buck. You know how Tammy Roman used to get down. Or Evelyn Lozada crawl across the table. Looked like she really wanted to do that. But he said something else slick. And why did homegirl Naomi take and throw that pot of hot coffee on that girl? Well, we know it's been sitting there for hours. But baby, she threw that on the Caucasian girl back. And that girl started screaming and howling. They took her up out of there. But they locked that tail up. So now they're all trying to get it together. Why you let her in here? Like that ain't his white friend. Like he ain't a derelict. Like I said, I look at the pastor. I can't look at him as a regular pastor because I know he's a jerk in real life. We've seen it. Y'all have seen it. So now they all upstairs talking and they're deciding what they're going to do. So Geneva and her ex side piece. Geneva gonna go to the police station to check on her girl because she's her lawyer. The ex side piece want to go because he just want to be in her face, pretending like he really trying to be there to help, but he really not. Vaughn, the pastor, he's a jerk, and talking about some I don't understand why you don't want to go check on him and his wife because they at the hospital because your friend hurt her. Did you not hear all the stuff that man was saying about her and her brother? Like, it pissed me the hell off, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was ready to fight them people. Because that ex-husband is a bastard. He is. I'm gonna play this again because this is what I think about. Now, he tried to make seem like she was such a gold digger and she just loved Prada and Gucci. She don't do nothing for nobody else. But, bro, what do you do for anybody else? Because you just sitting there trying to hurt that lady. But I'm going to play this again because it needs to be played.
The number of men in this generation who want to be chased and seen as the prize is crazy. But then again, the Bible is unfolding right before our eyes. It says men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, ungrateful, and unholy. It's no surprise that men are so focused on being high value that they've lost sight of the value of a woman. This is why our generation is so messed up. Why we have so many broken homes, lost women, and women who no longer trust men. A good woman will always be the prize and she will always be worth pursuing. But too many men have become so blinded by their own toxicity that they fail to recognize a good woman when she's right in front of them. let alone how to be a man who can protect, provide, and lead with the emotional intelligence needed to nurture a healthy relationship.
Okay, and that's real talk. Because men think it's okay to talk to women crazy. That's like that daggone ex-husband is pissing me off, y'all. I'm telling you, it's pissing me off. Okay. So, the good friend, that's the secretary of LaToya Luckett, and Geneva's husband, she decides to drive him home. And they're talking right now in the car. So I'm about to tell you a little bit of their conversation, because she was saying thank you for being helpful and all this other stuff. So let me tell you. Hold on, give me a second. All right, so let's see. For the next episode, you see, well, not the next episode. Next scene is LaToya looking at her husband driving down the street in the car, and they're on the way to the hospital to go check on the Caucasian girl, and that girl's Naomi's ex-husband with his trifling ass. And they're arguing. They're really not getting along. I wish that they would. Only one thing I would say about Tyler Perry is what I need them to do is be able to allow women to finish their sentences and express fully how they feel. Stop chopping it up to fit a scene, because I think that there's a whole lot LaToya Luckett could have said in that scene that was not said. Because most black women ain't gonna sit there and let you just talk crazy about their friends or talk crazy to them. They're gonna air your ass out too. Okay? That's when men or women. They're not gonna sit there and just let you say what you want to say. They're not gonna ready to do all that. Okay? What they gonna do is they gonna speak their piece one way or another. If they can't do it in front of your friends, when y'all get in that car, she gonna air your ass out. And I wish she would have aired him out, because he get on my nerves, acting like his friend, which started the drama in the banquet in the first place, was wrong. But now Naomi's ratchet and she ghetto, and she shouldn't be friends with her. And I don't know why you don't get rid of her. That's her friend. Don't let nobody dictate to you who your friend is and who your friends ain't. Now, again, like she said, you should have told her that trifling ass ex-husband was coming, but you didn't tell. So that's why they got hot coffee thrown on them. I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna taunt my friend, and I'm not gonna say nothing. See, it'd have been a brawl. If it was me and my friends, it'd have been only popping. You'd never made it outside, and if you'd have made it outside, you wouldn't have made it to your car, because we'd have whipped your ass. Because the stuff that they was doing to her, that girl Naomi, it was dead wrong, y'all. It was wrong. And the fact that she was drinking, it made it worse, and he was egging her on. He wanted her to do something, and that's exactly what she did. And I feel bad about that. But yeah, Jefferson, which the LaToya Luckett's husband on the show, told her to get rid of her, Naomi, as a friend. And that's part of the problem. Men always want to come in your life and tell you who should be your friend, who you should be friends with, and who you shouldn't be. Be friends with who you want to. Now, if it's somebody that's being disrespectful to your marriage or your relationship, then that's one thing different. But her being friends with that girl don't got nothing to do with their marriage. He talking about, we almost didn't make it to our first wedding because of her. I can't wait to find out what that bullcrap reason was, because you still trying to blame somebody why y'all wedding almost didn't happen, but you've been married for years. I'm just saying. So the next thing, Geneva husband makes it home to get the baby from the babysitter. And we're going to talk about that. Okay. I want to give y'all a little something, because like I said, this is covering episode 3 and episode 4. So this is a little long. Okay. So one love, y'all. Let me take this banner down. Let me give you a little love. And again, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Send some folks on over, okay? Enjoying the conversation, okay?
I've been anointed since day one. My mama's a G and she raised one. I'm a queen in real life, I don't play one. I speak my mind, dare you to say something. When life gets harder, I get smarter. I never give up. You ain't gotta show me.
Okay. That's for the sisters out there, okay? I'm just saying. Listen, y'all know it's some shenanigans, but I'm gonna tell you this. If this is how I know how what's LaToya Luckett's Rasheda. I know this is how Rasheda was here in her head with this.
I ain't worried about you or that. I I ain't worried about your shit, his shit, her shit, they shit, fuck shit, bullshit, hoe shit, fake bitches, snakes.
Cause y'all know them some fake people on there pretending to be people friends. They are shady as hell. But let me tell you what happened when Geneva's husband made it home to get the baby. Hold on. All right, y'all. Listen, this is what happened next, and it pissed me off. I ain't gonna front and I ain't gonna pretend. I want to whoop some ass in that hospital. Now, they done showed up at the hospital. Latoya Luckett and Vaughn trifling ass. I can't stand that man, y'all. I really can't. But anywho, showed up to the hospital. That little boy that's her husband's. That's one thing I forgot to tell y'all. In the car, she was saying to her husband that she see how that guy that works for him looks at him. He was like, what? He was there with his wife. She's like, are you really trying to make that as an excuse? And that threw me for a loop. I said, okay, because we all know there is a whole lot of down low brothers running around, okay? I'm just saying. So I think that's what she was alluding to. Ain't no I think. That's what it was. That's what she was alluding to. That boy got the hots for her husband. He probably do. I don't know. But they're at the hospital. And Chad, that ex-husband, called Naomi a bitch. And Latoya Luckett was ready to lose her shit. He told me he was talking to Latoya Luckett like he got angst, or like he could not angst, like he could just say whatever he wanted to her, and her husband ain't say nothing about it. But you keep telling them to get your friend in check. Now he got the nerve to be talking to the husband, praying over the white girl, Caucasian girl, excuse me, in her room, talking about she got 30-degree burns on her back. Latoya Luckett was about to cuss his ass out because he was like, that called her all kinds of names, and she was like, you gonna stop calling my friend names? Talking about you should choose friends better. Now telling her husband that you need to make your wife choose better friends or get rid of that girl Naomi, because Naomi is just trifling and ghetto and she don't know no better. I don't even believe that man believes in God at all, because he said amen like he was just cutting the line somewhere. Then gonna tell the husband he can't give him the money, the $5 million he's supposed to give him for the church. That was a game, and he playing games with that white girl, that Caucasian girl, his ex-wife, his so-called friend. He playing games in these people's faces, and I see it. I don't know why the hell they don't, because he told that man, yeah, I don't feel comfortable because your wife is just, she need to make better choices, man. I can't be sitting. I don't see how you sit around and let her be friends with that girl. She need to go. She just trifling and ghetto, and I can't give you that money. Your wife really need to make better choices, man. That ain't his business to tell his wife who she could be friends with. And I didn't even mean to stop thinking you could tell somebody to stop being friends with somebody. Also, everybody that hang around each other does not do the same shit. Just because I know they say birds of a feather flock together, but that ain't always true. Okay? Because I have hung around some crazy women in my day, and I was not crazy like that. I mean, violent. They drank. They did all kinds of crazy. Told people, I've seen it all. But I was not like them. So when people always say birds of a feather flock together, and if just because you act one way, that means your friend act the same way too, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. But anywho, like I said, the husbands are having a conversation, and he's telling him he can't give him that money. I'm gonna tell you what he say next. Hold on. Okay. So my thought is, how do you consider that man your friend if he telling you about dogging your wife, talking crazy about your wife? Because he told her, your wife need to learn to make better decisions, and how he don't got time for this. And until maybe you make your wife figure out what she gonna do and to get rid of that girl, I can't rock with you, bro. I don't know no true friends that do that. You talking about y'all been knowing each other for all these years. Okay, you knew him when he was married to that other lady. She was your wife and you loved her so much before when she was your wife. But now she's just a devil and she evil. I'm so sick of men always got something to say. I'm sick of men and women. So let me get that straight. Let me fix that before people get up in their feelings. I'm sick of men and women always trying to dictate to somebody what somebody should and shouldn't do when it comes to friends, relationships, and stuff like that. It annoys me to no end, no bitter end at that they do this shenanigans and be trying to tell people who they can be friends with. Don't let no man dictate to you who your friends are, and don't let no woman dictate to you who your friends are. Okay? Don't do that. If you are friends with somebody, you've been friends with somebody for so long, and you want to be there for them. Don't listen to nobody else telling you. Be there for your friend. Point blank, period. Don't let nobody dictate to you what you do and how you treat your friend. Your friend should be there for you through thick and thin, just like you should be there for them. So these bum ass dudes, I don't like them. They can keep them, and it's crazy as hell. But let me finish. Let me give you some more information on these fools. Like I said, we're talking now about episode 4, and that title of that is Line in the Sand. Okay, so give me 1 second. And to anyone coming through, welcome to the chat. Welcome to Stu Quimby's Thoughts. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to share the video. Okay, I appreciate it. That should give y'all some time to hit that like button. So hit that like button. I would appreciate it. And thank you. All right. Now, let me get back to it. Hold on. Here I go. Keep forgetting to take myself off mute. But anywho, here we are getting close to the end. So now Latoya and her husband Franklin are driving home after leaving the hospital. And do you know that Jeffrey, her husband, the asshole that he is, had the nerve to get ready to blame her for why they ain't get that money? And she told her, just like I thought, he was never gonna get that $5 million in the first place. He told me, her husband told me yesterday, and she told him, you was gonna let that man call me a bitch and call me out my name, and you did nothing. So they get home. He's like, I'm not gonna argue with you about this and this and that and this and that. So they pull up in front of the house, and he got an attitude. And she was telling him that because she'd been telling him for long, it's like, you're not making time for us, the family. You put the church and everybody named mama before me and the kids, and you don't love me no more. And he was like, I do love you. No, he don't. Because what did he do? Now, y'all know when a man changes his act up, something is wrong. All right. If y'all in a relationship, y'all know if a man changes up on you, something wrong. So apparently her husband, Jefferson, normally opens her car door for her, like normal people do lots of times. And teach your boys and grandkids and all that about opening doors and pulling out chairs and stuff for the ladies. Okay, teach them that, please, because some people don't know. Men don't have no manners these days, and that's because they ain't been taught. So sometimes you're gonna have to teach them as you get older. But as again, they pulled it to the house. He didn't open the door, and he went in the house and left her in the car. And she was like, he didn't open my car door. He did not open my door for me. So she realized, okay, he really don't love me because he didn't open my door. So that's the end of episode 4. Next will be episode 5 and 6. So hope to catch y'all later. And I'll be down in the comment on 5 and 6, which will air tomorrow. I got some things I got to get together, but hope y'all enjoyed my personal little review on Divorced Sisters. Okay. And I hope that y'all are taking the time and watching the show with me. Okay? Because it's a good show. It's about to get crazy. Okay? It's really about to get crazy. But that is episodes 3 and 4. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what you think and how you feel. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Matter of fact, let me give y'all this. I ain't add this on there, but I'm going to add this on here now. Let me give a little prayer service, okay?
I don't have time for an immature circle because an immature circle ain't nothing but squares. I need some people who can say, you know what, if this is what you need from me, you can count on, because everybody you count, you can't count on.
Y'all know that is a fact to be true as well. So thank you for coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel, what you think, okay? Like I said, this is 2 episodes in one, and the next record is 2 episodes in one as well. And then tomorrow we can go over episode 7, okay? So y'all will get these tonight and early tomorrow morning, okay? So y'all have a wonderful day. Relax, relate, release. Have a blessed and beautiful Sunday evening. May God continue to bless each and every one of y'all in y'all homes. Keep y'all safe on those roads. And also, please be careful out there, y'all. My folks in Texas, be careful, because I know measles outbreak is really bad in Texas. So please be careful. And sending prayers out to my girls. Queen Common Sense. Much love to On Bridge Block. Much love to Blended Healing. Much love to Wente Talk. Brown Skin Girl. Drop the Mic. PBE. Uppity. I'm missing somebody. Can't think of who it is. But shout out to all y'all. Camarel, the content creators. Much love and respect to y'all. Y'all have a good night. And with that being said, this is Stu Queen Me out. I holla.
Break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. Everybody, everybody, everybody.